Alrighty, everyone, welcome to tonight's coverage of the USA Dirt Racing League Street Stocks season finale here at Eldora Speedway. This will be their season finale here for these street stocks this evening, and we'll get you right out to the racetrack here in just a moment.
Championship night.
Now, just a moment,
Eldora.
we have got our...
Pretty unusual for this car count. I'm not sure what's going on. Just have to make it work. I think everyone's coming out this season. This will be the race, of course, and the winner is going to get a prize.
Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. I had the driver chat on where I could listen to him there a while ago. Alright, well, as he was announcing there, this is the season finale for these guys, and we do have a little bit of a points battle to talk about here, as they've got about 7 minutes of practice remaining. There is a little bit of a points battle going on coming into this one, and we'll take a look at that here in just a moment. But first and foremost, need to make a little bit of an announcement on the channel, as we have a brand new, as of yesterday evening, partner with Extreme Sim TV. As you look right here, Slide Job sells racing diecast and collectibles. You can find them on Facebook. And right now we're going to run a little bit of a commercial for them. And then when we come back out to the track here, we'll get you through your point standings and everything that you need to know. Again, you can check them out on Facebook. The link is in the description below, and I tell you what, you can get some really great deals over at Slide Job Sales, Racing, Diecast, and Collectibles. Every Saturday, especially with their live auction. I enjoy that quite a bit. So, and not only that, it's a little bit addictive. I'm not even gonna lie. Because, you know, bidding on things that's racing related, that is right up my alley. And if you're anything like me, I'm sure it's right up your alley as well. Alrighty, folks, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take a look at your points standings here in just a moment, as we come into this season finale for the USA Racing League Dirt Street Stock Finals. Taking a look here, Frank out front, just up by 45 points. Right behind him is going to be Steve, RJ, Ethan, Kyle, Jess, Dustin, and John, your top 8. Alright, but we'll go ahead here in a moment and get you down for our national anthem. Then when we come back, we'll go ahead and go over and talk a little bit with our drivers coming into this one here this evening. Alrighty, folks, back out here at the racetrack here. And let's go ahead and see if we can get a word with one of our drivers. Scroll down through here and see who is available to speak to right at the moment. And we got Mike down there. Grab Mr. Frank. Hey, Frank, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy of me, buddy? Hey, Frank, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got me? Check one thing here. I think you can hear us. Hey, Frank, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you now.
Alrighty, man. Well, what's the plan going into the night out there? Coming in with the points lead here this evening.
Start up front and hopefully win this sucker.
Alrighty, man. Well, on the bright side, you've got some cars out there, but a little bit smaller field than normal. Does that help your case any at all?
There's a few more cars out than this, but it's a good league. It's fun racing. So I like to race. So big or small league, it don't matter to me, man.
Alrighty, man. Well, the best of luck out there tonight, trying to hang on to that point.
I appreciate it, man.
Alrighty, folks. There you have it. And we'll get ready about another minute or so. Let's see if we can grab a Mr. Kyle down here. Right now, he has not turned a lap.
Hi,
guys. Hey, Kyle, you got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, man. What are you expecting out here tonight out of these dirt late models around Eldora? A little bit smaller of a field, but nevertheless, it's going to be some great action-packed racing out there.
Oh yeah, I know for sure that it's gonna be some great action. You know, it's very different having fewer cars out here, but you know that for me personally, I think that will increase my chances of doing good tonight. Just practice-wise, I feel a little loose out there, so hoping to bring the car in, make some changes, hopefully get a top 3 qualify.
Alrighty, man. Well, best of luck to you out there. Be safe out there and have fun, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, there was Kyle. We'll try to see if we can move him out here. Actually, Kyle, there you go. It let me move you down there. Won't let me move him back to the admin room, unfortunately. I tried. Nope, doesn't work. He'll have to move himself over into the admin channel. There we go. All right, as we're going to get ready to go back green flag or go green flag racing here in just a moment. Qualifying and getting underway for the USA Dirt Racing League Dirt Street Stocks here on Extreme Sim TV. Folks, it's qualifying time. Let's go take a look at the action out here during qualifying. Again, 10 minutes of qualifying this evening. We do have heat scheduled, but with the amount of cars, I probably won't be all that many heats, to be honest. One, maybe two. As we'll take a look as the 4 machine heads out on the track. For the 04, Mr. Frank, we're looking at, that's going to be your points leader coming into this evening. As he crosses the stripe one more time, he'll get ready to put a qualifying time up on the board. And we will get ready to go racing here in just a moment. Here's your car audio. Frank doing a good job right around the top of the board. 20.025 the first time across. Again, running that high side. And here at Eldora, in these street stocks, because you want to keep them wound up, that high side can be very advantageous. You get that right rear right up there against the cushion and give it everything she's got to hang on RJ Packer set second right now at 20.259. 22.59 for RJ Packer. Now it sits there in the 13 machine, not turning a lap as of yet. Taking a look here at Tanner Holmes out there in that number 18 machine. Of course, you can go follow Tanner on YouTube just like I do. I watch his content almost daily, and Tanner out there getting that number 18 machine up to speed. Here in just a moment, he'll dive down pit road, bringing it down. Well, we will get ready to go racing here in just a moment. Only 2 cars taking time so far. Tanner working on getting up there on the podium. Oh, look at that. Screenshot time for Tanner on the podium at Eldora. Nice look there for that 18 machine. Alright, the 13 rolling out. That is Kyle getting up to speed in that number 13 machine out there to turn a lap now. Can he do anything? Meanwhile, Frank dropping that time even lower, 19.983. Still your pole sitter as we run, but man, he has dropped it even lower now. Great run there for Kyle. Or, excuse me, Frank there. Now Kyle working his way up to speed on the high lane, trying to get that car wound up. Down into 3 and 4, he'll bounce it off the wall. Not what you want to do. As Steve right there in P number 2, 20.003. And we'll go take a look at the points here one more time coming into this one. One more look. As you can see, Steve came in 45 back. He's going to qualify probably right up there with Frank. But man, he's going to have to come up with something to get around them 45 points. With the amount of cars out here right now, it's going to be very tough, if not impossible, to try to do. 5 minutes of qualifying left on the board. I'll blink in there. But we'll get ready to turn them loose here in 1 moment for tonight's racing action. Here in about 5 minutes. Taking a look at Michael out here as well. And that 22 machine. Out there on track right now, doing a great job in that number 22. Right now, 20.404. Setting at 6th. Out of the 8 cars here we have registered for tonight's event. So it's probably going to be a 1-heat show here. With that amount of cars, I would imagine it'll be a 1 heat. And looks like everyone is pulled off the racing surface. So I will step out of the booth for a moment, and when we come back, we'll be ready for green the flag action. So looks like we're going to go ahead and advance it to heat number 1. There you go. And we'll get ready to take a look at your starting lineup here in heat number 1. As everybody will get gridded up there, and looks like indeed everyone will be in this first heat. So I do not think we'll have a second one. It's going to be a quick show here tonight for the USA Dirt Racing League Street Stock season finale. They'll roll off here, and we'll take a look at your starting lineup presented by Slide Job Sales, Racing Diecast and Collectibles. RJ Packer in their the number 1 slot. Outside of him, Austin in that number 57 machine. Steve there in 3rd, Frank 4th, 5th Brandon, 6th Michael, 7th Tanner Holmes, and 8th going to be a Kyle Tesmer. Excuse me there, Kyle. And we will get ready to turn them back. Going here in just a moment. First heat of the evening, which is going to wind out being our only heat. 8 cars out here on track right now. And we will pace them out of a turn number 2. It'll be a 8-lap heat. Field looks to be inverted to the top 4. And we'll get ready to go green that flag racing here in just a moment. RJ up there on pole. Here we come. Pace truck down pit road. Green flag in the air. We're underway here from Eldora. A couple of cars right around the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, look at the 406. A little bit of contact there. He'll slide up the racetrack. RJ Parker 3 wide behind him. Everyone heads down to turn number 3, the 073 machine. Steve there on the bottom, 2 and 3 wide. The 4 right there as well. That's Frank. He's going to get shuffled out of line. He'll try to hang on. Look up there on the top of the racetrack. The 18 of Tanner Holmes makes contact. 3 wide in the middle of the racing surface. Cars all over the racetrack right now as they'll go into 3 and 4. 406 machine. That's going to be RJ Parker trying to hang on. Tanner Holmes up there in the 18 machine as well. Trying to make it happen. He'll make contact with the 4. The 4 will go around. No yellow. We're going to stay on the battle for the race lead right now. Frank up there. Here we go. Battling up front still. RJ Parker up there. Tanner Holmes beating the outside wall down. He'll come down through the outside here. The 073 machine and Steve on the bottom. Tanner just beating the far out of the right side of that car right up against the wall. Tanner doing everything he can to get by. He'll shoot to the gap from the bottom. Now 3 wide for the race lead. Slide job. Tanner all the way to the top of the racetrack. And he will try to clear. Now he'll get shuffled back to second. 4 laps to go. Heat number 1. Battling out on the racetrack. Still in 10th right now. Tanner in the outside lane in that number 18 machine. Contact with the 406. And a trouble. RJ Parker goes around. Tanner Holmes gets collected. And they're going to send them to the... They will be just about done. 3 laps to go. Race leader is still Steve up front. Steve hanging on in that 073 machine. And now the yellow is being called on the racetrack. As the 4 of Frank, not what he wanted to see in a heat race. His car on pit road. RJ Parker as well. 22 with damage. Tanner with damage. Kyle with damage. Everybody's got damage out there with the yellow flag on the racetrack right now. Wow. Alright, 2 laps to go and we will see if we're going to end this one under yellow. The action hot and heavy here early. Light still on the iRacing pace truck as they exit turn number 4. 1 on lap to go should be. And I believe this will indeed end heat number 1. And give Steve the win if indeed this is it. He will walk away with your race a win here this evening for heat number 1. 13 there, Kyle working his way up to second. Tanner, we see him putting on a show. He's going to wind up third, or excuse me, he'll wind up 5th as they come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Heat number 1 in the books, and Steve's going to walk away with it. Congratulations to Steve for getting the win here in heat number 1. Great job for Steve, and we're going to go straight to our feature event of the evening. Here we go, folks, and we'll get ready to get them gridded up here in just a moment. See, it is nighttime here. Congratulations, Steve, on grabbing that heat win. And Steve right now will start from the pole. Now, this is exactly what he wanted. Again, he came in second, 45 points back. Still don't know if it's going to be enough to walk away with the race win or with the championship here tonight. But we will have to wait and see. And let's take a look at your starting lineup. Alright, your sliding job sales starting lineup. Frank starting on the inside. Looks like, excuse me, that is the qualifying times. go with a live starting lineup here if we can. All right, there we go. Steven will start on the bottom. Hal will start P at number 2. In P number 3, Austin. And P4, Michael. P number 5, it will be Tanner. Frank will start 6th. RJ 7th. Brandon 8th. And that'll be your lineup for your feature event of the evening. And a matter of fact, they're still trying to get caught up here. Again, this one will go for 50 laps here tonight. 50 laps are around 15 minutes. So buckle in, the 50 laps of action heading your way from Eldora Speedway for the USA Dirt Racing League Street Stock Series. Season finale is underway. We're rolling here at Eldora. 1 out of 50 complete already. And here we go into turn at number 1. Tanner Holmes on the bottom. He's going to look for room down there. Meanwhile, Steve's still out front. A little bit of contact back there between the 4 and the 22 machine. Tanner works his way into third, trying to make it work. Here to come off of turn at number 4. Austin is set second. Frank third. Tanner Holmes sets in fourth. And he'll try to kind of ease his way in there. And right now, Steve out front, Austin right there as well. Frank, Tanner, 1, 2, 3, 4 as they head into turns 3 and 4. Again, 3 laps already completed, 15 here tonight. Knocking them down here pretty quickly at Eldora Speedway. Now we got a battle for the race lead. Looks like that's going to be Austin. Slides up in front of Steve. Steve pulls back away though. Lap number 4 will go on the board. 4 of 50 complete here tonight. 4 of 50 already in the books. The 4 machine down on the bottom, that will be Frank trying to close the gap. Get up there to Steve. He is your points leader. He wants to defend that by getting next to Steve here. Limit the amount of points that Steve can gain on this evening. Again, a 45 to go. Yellow flag is out on the racetrack. And we'll see if we can find the problem here. I believe Kyle might have had an issue. And we'll go take a look. He gets up high. Well, he gets in a wall, but trying to see what the cause of the caution was. And I don't necessarily see anything. If Tanner may have been involved in this. I really don't think so, but not really sure what the yellow was called for. But indeed the yellow is out. As we're 7 into 50 complete here already. And out front, Steve leads the way. Trying to hang on here. Definitely help his points cause if he can hang on and get the win this evening. Well, folks, we'll be right back in the booth in just one moment here on Extreme Sim TV. Alrighty, we're back underway here at Eldora. They're stacking up behind them already. Nearly a problem there right behind your race leaders. As the 4 machine slides his way, that's going to be Frank sliding his way through to second. He's got all kinds of challenge there from that 57 of Austin. Frank and Austin right there. Tanner Holmes there in the 18 machine. 9 out of 50 complete here tonight. Oh, slide job up front. The 11 up there. Here we go. Back into turns 3 and 4. The 073 machinist Steve doing everything he can to hang on. 10 out of 50 complete this time by Tanner, and that 18 machine really closes the gap now. On the high side, he'll use the cushion of the racetrack. Man, he's doing a great job. He'll slide it to the bottom. Here we go. Huge slide job from Tanner Holmes from the bottom of the racetrack up to the wall. He'll give the lead back up, though, just a little bit to the 073 machine of Steve. Steve really pushing Tanner high now. Tanner all of just bouncing off the wall up there to keep that thing up there high. And does a good job really pushing the issue up next to the wall. Tanner Holmes will take over the race lead as they thunder down the front straightaway one more time. Tanner now takes over the lead. That moves Steve to second, Frank to third, Austin fourth, Kyle fifth in the top 5. Tanner's still out there. He's trying to hang on. He's got all kinds of company though. Steve right there to his back bumper. And you see this line on this racetrack getting higher and higher. The berm getting pushed inches closer and closer to the wall, to the point these guys are all but bouncing it off of it, as evident by the 18 machine out there. But look at that, the car looks pretty straight. Man, he is all over that wall. Look at that. Man. He is all but beating the outside wall down in that 18 machine to hang in there. 15 out of 50 complete here already. 15 out of 50 laps in the books, and you see the damage on these cars starting to show. Quite a bit of right to side damage on the 18 especially. And we will take a look at more here in just a moment. Alrighty guys, we're going to give you a little bit of crank it up here on Extreme Sim TV. Some dirt track cranking it up time here this evening from Eldora as Tanner Holmes leads the way. 17 out of 50 complete. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of dirt track crank it up. Back here live at Eldora Speedway. Right now, Tanner Holmes out front in that number 18 machine still leads the way. Frank right there in second, Steve third, Austin fourth, Kyle in fifth. That's going to be your top 5. 22 out of 50 complete here tonight. And of course, coming in tonight, Frank and Steve, a 45-point battle for a championship here. And right now, Frank doing exactly what he needs to do in that 4 machine. Stay up there with Steve, keep him in check and keep him close to him, as we're going to come off a turn to number 4 to put lap 23 in the books. Starting lap number 24. Tanner still leads the way, but this is the battle we're going to focus here on for second, as the 4 machine of 04 Frank 073 right there as well. out of turn number 4. Now on the iRacing side, it's just the 4 and the 7-3, but it is indeed the 0-7-3. And then you've got, of course, the 18 of Holmes. Here comes the 4 machine going for the race lead. That's going to be Frank slides up. Tanner crosses him over. Good race out of turn number 4, as we'll see halfway this time by. Tanner pinches them off in a wall. They're going to stack them up. The 5-7 is going to be sideways. He'll hang on. Everybody keeps it going. Man, Tanner really pinched it there up into the fence. Keeping it going here. 26. Coming to 27. Over halfway home in this one. 27 laps on the board this time by. We're completing this episode. Here in just a few laps. We're going to have 20 laps to go, folks. This one's definitely going to buy in a hurry. As they're up against the outside wall. Tanner Holmes and that 18 machine riding the outside wall, doing everything he can. He's got the 4 of Frank in tow. Tanner trying to get a feature win here tonight, and I think as long as Frank stays where he's at, he'll walk away with points lead and the championship here for the USA Dirt Racing League Street Stock Series. Again, this is their season finale here tonight at Eldora. Tanner up against the wall again. I am really surprised he has not ended up with a meatball flag on that 18 machine because of that right front suspension. He has really knocked the wall down a few times as close as he's got to it. Again, all these guys up there now just completely against the outside wall and not leaving it at all. Yellow flag on the racetrack once again. And we'll see if we can find the problem. I think Kyle maybe. Trying to look to see if we can find that. So yellow flag out with 20 to go. And still kind of looking for the calls. Not really seeing anything. That would indicate what the yellow was for. Huh. That was an odd one. So we'll line them up behind the pace car one more time. Tanner Holmes out front. And we should have around 18 to go here when we get the green here from Eldora. If this is your first time here to Extreme Sim TV, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for racing action 5 days a week on the channel. Of course, I broadcast 6 days a week, but one of those races I co-commentate over on Max Speed TV. So, here we go. 17 to go at this time. They'll get them lined back up. And man, you're running out of time on the season for all these guys here. Heading back down the back straightaway. Tanner Holmes and the 18 machine. Frank on the front row. Then right behind them, it's going to be Steve there alongside Austin. Green flag is out. We're back underway here. 17 laps to go in the feature race of the evening. And again, right up against the wall. There goes Tanner, knocking the wall down just like he has all night. But man, that 18 machine is fast. Basically riding the outside wall all the way around here. 16 to go here in just a moment. 16 laps to go. Again, beating that outside wall down. They all are trying to get every bit of speed they can. Coming to 15 to go this time by. Frank right there. Yellow flag is out once again. And looks like Kyle may have had a problem this time. There you have it. Kyle going around. We'll take a look at what happened. 15 to go. Yellow flag back on the speedway. And up. Oh, he just tried a wild slide and got into the side of the 073 machine of Steve. And man, Kyle gave it everything he had. But around he went. RJ Packard off the racing surface. He's done for the night. So we're going to have 6 cars left here this evening. Kyle having a little bit of a braking problem. 14 laps to go this time by. Here we go to 12 laps to go at this time by. Here we go, green in the air. Tanner Holmes back on the throttle. He'll jump out to the race lead once again. Battle now for second. Frank right there as well. Frank doing everything he can to take over P2 here. Looks like he's going to slide it up into the position again in that 4 machine. 57 right there on the high side as well. And that's going to be Austin really high up against the wall. The 073 right there of Steve. 11 laps to go this time by. Again, I think Frank's in a great spot here to walk away with the championship. Now Frank drives it in, trying to get the race lead away from Tanner. Look at this. We'll go up front here in just a moment. Frank really going after Tanner up here with 10 laps to go. 10 to go in your feature event here for the USA Dirt Racing League Street Stock season finale. Of course, immediately following this race, we'll be heading to Milwaukee for the Roaring Thunder Cup Series that's coming up this year in a little bit on Extreme Sim TV. Oh, the 18 machine up against the outside wall. He'll keep it rolling here off of turn number 2. Nine laps to go here. Really running out of time for these guys. Can anybody get around Tanner with 8 to go here? Side by side for second, right up the race with the 073 machine. Nearly getting into the side of the 4. They'll hang on to it. And back through once again. Contact, more beating, more banging. They'll get it straightened back out as they head down the front straightaway. 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go from USA in the USA Dirt Racing League here from Eldora. Meanwhile, right up there, a battle for the lead again. Steve getting up there. Frank lost a little bit of ground. Back in third. Steve now giving it a hand, trying to get up there to get around Tanner. He'll try to do it here with 6 laps to go. 6 to go here from Eldora. Steve right there up to Tanner. Tanner starts to pull away one more time, coming to 5 to go this time by. Tanner right up front in that 18 machine is going to hang on. 5 laps to go. It's still a battle here as Steve and Tanner still go at it. Right now, Frank just stalking them from behind. He's right there in third, stalking your front 2. And he's got a championship to go get. And I'm sure that's on his mind right now. 4 laps to go. Out of turn number 2. Coming to S3 to go, and this time 3 laps to go. Man, what a battle up near the front of the racing surface. The 18 and the 073. And up near the wall, here we go one more time. 2 to go this time by. 2 laps to go. Tanner up front, hanging on. And through a 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Tanner will take the white flag, and right now Steve right there in second, but Frank running third. As long as Frank stays where he's at, I'm pretty sure he's going to walk away with the championship here tonight. But right now, Tanner heads into 3 and 4. He'll go to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll guard from any move coming from behind him. Out of turn number 4, Tanner takes the race win, but Frank back there will take your championship here in the USA Dirt Racing League Street Stock Series. Congratulations to Tanner on the race win. Great job from Tanner Holmes. And we will also take a look at your champion here this evening. Should be your champion unofficially until we get official word. The 4 machine of Frank. Alright guys, as they'll pull him down pit road. Tanner does a good job. Great job to him. Steve right there in second. We will try to get your interviews here in just a moment. Hey Steve, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alrighty, man. You're walking away P2 tonight. Unfortunately, waiting on official word, but I don't think that was enough to catch Frank there in the points. But a great race here for you tonight anyway.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough race. Tanner got me there, and Frank got me, and I got into Frank a little bit towards the end and didn't mean to, but I see it. Robin's racing, and I got second, but there's no way I can catch Frank in the points.
Alrighty, man. Well, you did a great job to get to P2. You looking forward to next season to give it another go at the championship next season?
I always look forward to running street stocks. I'm not very good in anything else, but the street stocks, I'll give her a whirl again.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, congratulations on your P2 finish here tonight, my man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, now we were going to grab Tanner next, but he is not in Discord, so we will grab Mr. Frank. Hey Frank, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
I got you.
Well, unofficially speaking, but I'm pretty sure you just won a championship, my friend.
Well,
Well, how does it feel to walk away with a championship here tonight?
feels good. I mean, feels good to win a championship. Should have won that race, but it's racing.
Yeah, top battling up there with you and Tanner. It looked like you had something for him, but he just kind of squirted away just a little bit.
Yeah, this track is so locked down to the very top, and so if somebody sit up top and they don't move, they don't move or squeeze you, you're not getting by them.
Alrighty, man. Well, you come home second tonight. Good finish. You got a championship. I know you really wanted that race win, but it was a good night for you anyway, man.
Yeah, I guess we'll take it and move on to what's next.
Alrighty, bud. Congratulations on your championship, man.
Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the race.
Yeah, boy. Alright, so we do not have Tanner. There he is. Starting to worry he wasn't coming. Hey, Tanner, it's Matt up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
I gotcha.
Well, way to go, buddy. You was able to hang on and grab the race lead, man. You never left that top side. And I kind of was getting worried for you. I was kind of afraid you might break the suspension there on that car as hard as you hitting that outside wall staying up there.
Yeah, I mean, felt good. Car was fast. Just needed to work on, hitting my marks and making sure I didn't get too high. Kind of just had to kill the curb every single lap. Track kind of started out a little bit more hooked up than I thought it'd be. Then it started kind of just slowly going away. So felt good to be out front. Kind of needed that clean air for speed, and just tried to watch my mirror, kind of see where everyone else was going, and try to stay out front.
Yeah, it kind of looked like once you had that outside line and locked down, nobody could get below you and do anything. You were in pretty good shape at that point.
Yeah. We had a good hot rod there for the 50 lapper. Kind of just been running some street stocks in the past. One of my favorite cars to drive, and fortunate enough, I've kind of got a pretty dialed in setup. So knew we'd be good once we could kind of find our way through traffic. I wasn't as good as I wanted to be early. Just needed to wait till I got out front and saw my opportunity. I think it was off the 2. They kind of got together, and I saw a hole, and I was able to kind of make it work. And sure enough, we got to the lead. So really fun race, and looking forward to the next one.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on your race win here tonight, bud.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it, folks. Let's get to your unofficial finishing results here in just one moment. All right, finishing out front here this evening, Tanner Holmes. Right there behind him, that's going to be Mr. Steve. Frank there as well. And then in fourth, Mr. Michael, followed by Kyle, Austin, RJ, and let's see, Brandon rounds out your field here this evening. Well, guys, a little bit smaller a field than we all hoped for, but still provided some great racing. I hope you enjoyed it here on Extreme Sim TV. Kind of hope to see these guys back out on the channel here at some point. But for now, I'm going to have to get ready to go here as we're going to get ready to head about 600 miles up to Milwaukee for the Roaring Thunder Cup Series coming up here in about 35 minutes. But until then, stay safe, have a great day, and it's been Matt for Extreme Sim TV. I will see you in the next one.